25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking, really nice looking Thursday. What are you going to do with a nice looking day like this? You know what you're going to do? You're going to go outside. That's what you should do, right? Go to a park. Easter's coming up. My family, when I was younger, we would always meet at one of the parks. And, we take them for granted. You don't realize, I guess you do if you think about it, but a lot of us just take them for granted. We don't realize how much work goes into them, how much planning goes into them. And so we're going to learn a little bit about the parks right here in Marion County from Richard Busche. He's in the studio right now. He's a member of the consulting team for the Marion County Parks and Recreation Department. He's also a professional engineer, a certified floodplain manager. Oh, really? So you can tell me where the water is going to be. And you're the Senior Vice President of Civil Engineering and Planning with Kimley Horn and Associates right here in Ocala. Am I right?
Yes, correct on everything. Thank you.
And we're talking about the master plan. And you mentioned before we went on the air that this is not just a group of people that have kind of privy information. You want everybody to be in on this. You want the public to be in on this. So, Richard Busche, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Is it a fun job planning parks?
Yeah, it's an excellent job planning parks.
Is it?
The Park and Recreation Department has some of our favorite projects that we do for Marion County. It's especially gratifying for us because myself and all of my staff and everybody that works at our office all live and visit here in Ocala and visit these same parks, and so we're very personally vested in the project, and we really enjoy it.
Does the public at large confuse state parks from city parks from county parks? Do we confuse them?
Well, I'm not sure that if you're in a particular park in Marion County that it may be obvious to you who actually owns that park, because there are so many. We have a large number of parks that Marion County owns and maintains, but we also have parks that are maintained by the city of Ocala and others. And the state parks are quite plentiful here in north central Florida. And so there's just a huge variety of any type of park activity that you might want. We're very fortunate.
Do the paths cross? Do you as a county, for example, ever get involved with Silver Springs, which is a state park?
Oh, sure. There is a constant coordination that happens between Marion County's Park and Recreation Department and the state, which is those parks are owned and operated mostly by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, as well as the city. Okay. And you have to, because we really want... everybody wants to have a nice cohesive experience for whatever kind of park activity you might desire.
Now, the KP Hole in near Denellen, is that a state park or is that a county park?
Marion County operates KP Hole.
Okay. And that's one of my favorite ones.
That's one of the most visited parks in Marion County.
I know, because when you go on a busy day, you can't get in. Right?
Very, very popular.
So is that part of what you all consider too in your meetings, is more parking or I don't know, safety? I'm sure lifeguards and all that must all come into play, right?
Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're helping Marion County with their 2016 master plan update. A master plan is something that the various county departments, in this case Park and Recreation, do, say once maybe every 10 years. Because there are so many facilities and there's just so much that really goes into operating a system as vast as the Park and Recreation system. So Kimley Horn, which is the company that I work for, is helping Marion County to update their master plan. The last one was done approximately 10 years ago.
Okay.
And we will look at a lot of things like you just mentioned. So it's a comprehensive assessment of the current Park and Recreation system and what we're doing well, what we'd like to improve on, and also setting some vision and goals for what we'd like to do in the future. To be able to continue to provide world-class park service to the residents.
And does that include expanding? And just if I could ask like a double question here. When we hear about a park expanding, or we hear about a new park, period, does the land, is it gifted by somebody who dies maybe, or is it purchased because somebody decided to just sell it? And how do we end up with more parks? How does that happen?
Well, both of those things happen. Sometimes people like to leave a gift to the county in the way of land, like you just mentioned. But Marion County also would seek out new park sites if they really saw a need in the county for a certain geographic location that was not being serviced well. So that happens as well. It's if you looked at the whole park system and over the years and how the county came to own those various pieces of property, there'd be a lot of different stories about how that happened.
You have incentives also for people to participate. In the plan, you've listed that those who complete the survey will be entered in a contest.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we right now, where we're at in the master plan process is really gathering the public participation. it would not be possible to do an update to the Park and Recreation Master Plan without getting feedback and getting the public involved, because they're really the customers of the parks, and they have some of the most passionate views and the greatest insights on what they would like to see the park system continue to do, and maybe some things that they're not doing now that they would like to see. So upcoming are 6 workshops.
Okay.
We have 6 evening workshops, and they are spread throughout the county. So there is a location nearest you that you can come to. They all begin at 5:30, so you can come after work in the evening, and they're all over at 7:30, and you can leave whenever your schedule allows. They happen from March the 28th through April the 7th. And Marion County Park and Recreation has all of the information concerning these workshops posted on both their Facebook page, which is really easy to find. Just search for Marion County Park and Recreation, and you'll get right to it. And also, if you go to the Marion County website, just the central website, which is www.marioncountyfl.org,
Okay.
and go to the Park and Recreation Department. All of these meeting places are opportunities for the public to come and to get an update on the park system. But also, we have a lot of activities planned. Some fun exercises to do, some information gathering, because people who come to these workshops who are passionate about the park system really have an opportunity to help shape the recommendations of this master plan. And also, as you mentioned, Robin, on both of those same locations, you'll find a link to an online survey. And we've had hundreds of responses so far. Great turnout so far on the survey. It's only been up for about a week or two.
Well, you've got some good prizes. That might be why.
We do have a couple prizes on it, right?
Yeah.
So,
And we posted it on our Facebook page, so.
we really want the
listeners
public.
informed.
We really want
Tell
as
them-
much public input as
Tell
we
them
can
the
gather.
prizes so we have an incentive.
them down
Yeah, you're going to want to enter this contest.
Right. Thank you very much. So we've got a chance to win either a 10-foot sit-in kayak, which is a $250 value, really cool. A VIP tubing package at KP Hole, which includes parking, and I could probably stop there. But tube rental, shuttle service, and an annual park pass.
Nice.
And these are great prizes, but we're just trying to incentivize people to just take a few minutes out of their day and either complete the online survey, and if you have the passion and the interest and the time at one of the evening meetings
to
to
look
come
at
and
it.
help us complete this master plan.
I'm curious, in my own self, how would I answer some of the questions? I mean, like I say, we take for granted what you guys do, what you men and women do, and I think if you're getting when you talk about a master plan from 10 years ago, did we meet the goals of that master plan already? Is that why we're doing another one?
No, it's more of time passing and needs and desires, just needing to be updated.
Okay.
10 years, it seems like it goes by fast, does to me anyway, but for a big department like the Parks Department, really every 10 years or so, you should take a look at your system, step back, get out of the day-to-day operation of it, step back and look at the entire system and really assess it and shape where it's going to go in the future. And the Park and Recreation Master Plan that was done previous to this one, yes, some of the goals were achieved and some of the goals were not, more so because maybe goals change over time.
Do they have, financially speaking, does a park have to break even in order for it to continue to exist? Like, do we have to have enough people going to the park? Do you charge for all parks? No,
there's very few parks that actually have a charge. or a
KP
fee.
Hall has a little charge.
KP Hall is one of those parks, yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. If you have any questions, by the way, feel free to call in. The number is 622-9622. Richard Busch is in the studio. We're talking about the Marion County Parks and Recreation Department Master Plan and the meetings March 28th, 29th, 31st, April 4th, April 5th, and April 7th. We'll give you details about when they are specifically and where they are. And also, we'll repeat the information about the survey you can take and possibly win some cool prizes. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Some sunshine this Thursday with a shower or thunderstorm in the area this afternoon, high 81 to 85. Thursday night will be mostly cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm, low 65 to 69. On Good Friday, clouds and breaks of sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around, especially in the afternoon at the coast, the high 81 to 85. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show, too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
WWWOCA,
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
All right, 12 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. This is really interesting. I went to the page for the survey. Richard Busche is in the studio. He's our guest, and he's with Marion County Parks and Recreation. He's the on the consulting team, and you're with Kimley Horn and Associates. We're going to find out what you guys do over there. But I went to the survey that you want us to take, and so I could win a kayak. Is that right?
I don't see why you would be excluded from winning the kayak. Complete the survey, sure.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm filling out the survey. Now, I get to the list of parks that you're asking me if I use them. Correct. And what hits me is that, wow, I didn't know we had so many parks. If I were to read them real quickly, let me see. I'm not going to do all of them, but Baseline Road, the Baseline Road Trailhead, we've used that one, right?
Oh, yeah, we have. We've walked that. And
the Bellevue Sportsplex, we've used that one.
Yeah, we have.
The Benjamin Lewis Van Duren Park, where's that one?
There are such a wide variety of parks in Marion County, and what tends to happen is, you go to your few favorite, and it's because they have activities that you like, but if you just go to the Park and Recreation webpage and look at all of the parks that are out there, they have a nice listing of the activities.
What exactly happens in Cougar Community Park? What happens there?
I haven't been to Cougar Community Park.
Man.
You're scared.
I think we're a little far north for cougars, but they're down South Florida.
Yeah, those older women out there, let me tell you.
And the Veterans Park is also one of the parks that are on the list. I didn't even think about that as being one of the parks.
The nice thing about the Marion County park system is that for whatever kind of activity, we're so blessed to have such abundant natural resources and activities to be outside.
Yeah.
And whether you like to, everything from wilderness camping to fishing to nature walk to the water activities are tremendous that you can do in a park system. And there's a large amount of even organized sports at the Marion County parks. different leagues and activities that use those parks for their setting. And one of the most visited parks in Marion County is the Bellevue Sports Complex.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
wonderful.
that's beautiful.
It's a beautiful
It's really-
park, and it's very heavily utilized, and there is a tremendous amount of activity there, a nice central location.
What is the Heagybury boat ramp? What is that?
Well, Hagebury Boat Ramp, this is a project actually that I've been working on in some degree with the park system, is the boat ramp on the south side of Orange Lake.
Oh, okay. So that's not the one that. What's the one called the boat basin at the foot of that big bridge that goes over the Ocklawaha River, just past Silver Springs?
I think you're talking about what we would call the Ray Wayside Park.
Yeah.
And
Is that a county park?
It is a county park. It's operated
there
by
it
the
is. I see it.
county,
I see it.
and
Okay.
it's in cooperation with the state. But that is a park that's kind of a little secret gem if you like to get your boat onto the Silver River. So
Yeah.
if you go to Ray Wayside Park, there are 2 boat ramps. There's a lot of kayaking.
I love it
canoeing
there.
that
It's
goes.
beautiful.
You go down a little short dredge canal that was done a long time ago when the bridge was built, actually. And you're right on the Silver River. And I've done that with my family many times.
Tell us about what you do. Hold on, with Kimley Horn. I want to make sure I said it right. With Kimley Horn.
Right. Well, Kimley Horn is a consulting and engineering firm, and we have offices across the state, and we've been in business since the late 60s. But we have had an office here in Ocala for the past 16 years, and we have a staff of professional engineers and planners, and we do a wide variety of projects for our clients, one of our most significant and important clients being Marion County. So projects like this project, helping them with the Park and Recreation Master Plan. But we also just got done doing the 2035 Bicycle and Pedestrian Master Plan, for example.
Oh, wonderful.
If you've seen that, it's
Yeah.
a great document, has a lot of good recommendations
So
in there.
the Rails to Trails, is that your program?
Rails to Trails is a statewide program. The Rails to Trail, there's a huge trail program going on right now through the state that cuts a lot of trails through Marion County.
But the first one, the baseline one, that's like a figure 8 or something? Or
Yeah.
a double figure 8 or something?
Oh, the Baseline Trailhead?
I think
Yes.
so,
Over
yeah.
there
Yeah.
on Baseline Road in Marion
Right.
County.
Yeah, it's like a playground earlier in the first part of it. And
And you have Frisbee golf there. And
Really
all that
cool park,
stuff.
lots
Yeah.
of facilities, great place to have a picnic, and you have that recreation path that allows you to, a lot of people use that for exercise, So there's like a 5K, I think there's a March of Dimes 5K run there next month, and those kind of activities happen there all the time.
So I haven't finished the survey yet, but will the survey eventually ask me what I would like to see in the parks?
Sure. I believe that's maybe the last question.
What do you think?
An open-ended question. And if you come to one of the workshops, you would have an even greater opportunity to help us to hear what it is you would like to see happen with the park
What
system.
I would like? What would I like there? I mean,
I'm interested to hear this. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, you have water fountains.
Yeah.
You usually have either concessions or a vending machine or something. Yeah.
We hear, the public might give us comments like, somebody at KP Hull would tell us, "Gosh, we'd love more parking." So there's
More parking for sure.
Sure, or if there's a park that you go to often and you'd like to see a ball field there or something. Those kind of comments are good for us, because part of what we would do in the master plan is look at all of the park facilities that the county has and make recommendations for improvements that they could then program into their work plan.
And what Marion County Parks and Recreation also does, they provide the first Friday art walk on the
Really?
first Friday of
didn't
each
know
month
that.
downtown. They are responsible for that sculpture garden thing in Tuscaloosa Park for the past couple of years. I
Right.
mean, you really run the gamut outside of the physical parks themselves, so people could even make suggestions about that if they want an art show there or things like that.
And the 2 things that you just mentioned, actually the city of Ocala is greatly, that this is a project that they collaborate on. The city of Ocala has their own park and recreation department, and the city has fantastic parks as well. And there are, just look at what the city's done with the Tuscaloosa area over the last 10 years.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Fantastic facility, and they've really spent a lot of time and energy on doing that.
Tell me about the sports programs that are part of the Parks and Recreation.
Right. So the some of the parks that have those types of facilities, like Bellevue, for example, different sports leagues operate on those parks. And what Marion County does is that they work in cooperation with those sports leagues to bring that activity to Marion County to make sure that the facilities are up to par for what those leagues need, and then staff it so that the park is staffed by Marion County people while those activities are going on. And there is just so much of that going on at Marion County parks. There are leagues for just about any kind of sport that you're into.
So I'm guessing the people who are part of those leagues probably have something to say about what they would like to see in the future.
Sure.
I wonder what they would like. I mean, gosh, like the Bellevue Sports Parks, for example. I mean, you have a wonderful facility for anybody to use to sell concessions on their own, maybe a fundraiser for the baseball team or something like that.
Sure. We're going to be looking at specific recommendations for all of those park facilities. Bellevue is one that we're going to key in on a lot because it's so heavily used. And they have a lot of property out there. Bellevue Park is about 80 acres in size, and it's a large facility with a lot of large fields.
It's well maintained, that aspect, and also the sanitation. I mean, you have to have garbage pickup, you have to have people that clean the bathrooms, you have to make sure there aren't any vagrants there that could be harmful to the people. So you really do encompass safety issues.
You're right. The park and recreations, there are a lot of people who work behind the scenes to keep those parks nice when you drive into them, and that everything is clean and maintained. And there's just a tremendous amount of operational planning that goes into those.
So I don't have a young child. My son is going to be 30. But if I did, I would be interested in playgrounds. How many playgrounds do we have? I don't even know what I mean by that exactly. I guess swings and seesaws and those kinds of things.
It would be hard to list them all.
There's so many.
There are so many.
Really?
There is, on the Park and Recreation website, which you can get to, Marion County has this great guide to adventure. And you can download it and take a look at the second page. And what they do is they list out every park facility that they have with a nice map of all the activities that are available there. So this is a great example. You want to take your kids to a playground and maybe visit a new park you haven't been to. You can look right here and get all the information that you need.
So you were worried we wouldn't have enough to talk about in 25 minutes. Look at all this. All right, so I want to make sure the listeners know, and I'm going to read this, but most importantly, you have a website with this information on it?
Visit either the Facebook page for Park and Recreation Marion County, or through Marion County's main webpage, find the Park and Recreation Department, and you will see front and center on both of those the listing of the upcoming public workshops, which we really encourage people to attend if they're passionate about park service in Marion County, as well as a link to the online survey. If you cannot make one of these workshops, please do log on and take the survey and give us your feedback.
So allow me to do this, if you don't mind. This coming Monday, at the Forest Community Center. That's 5:30?
5:30 p.m.
5:30 in Ocklawaha. That's the first one. Then the next day, Tuesday, at the Circle Square Cultural Center, and that's on 80th Street near Top of the World, right?
That is
correct. Or in Top of the World. That'll be this Tuesday at 5:30. Then on Thursday, a week from today, at Bellevue City Hall down in Bellevue. Then Monday, the following Monday, right, which is April 4th. That's the Brick City Adventure Park. Where's that near? Is that near St. John's, Robin?
Oh, no, that's right near downtown Ocala.
Okay.
Southeast 22nd Road.
Okay,
1211 Southeast 22nd Road is the address.
That's the one on the April 4th. April 5th, the Van Ness Park Civic Center in McIntosh. And then in Denell at the First Baptist Church. Everybody knows that in Denell.
Yeah.
So April 7th for that one.
We're really trying to cover the county and make sure that there's a workshop near you. So that's the intent of having this number of workshops and really spreading them out. We want to make it convenient for people to come.
And to work like that, especially with the cities, and then there are famous people that live in our area, like Ernie Mills. So he's got Ernie
Robin
Mills Park
McBlain.
in Dunellen. So, I mean, it's really wonderful how everybody in our community comes together.
And Robin is famous, too. Richard Busch,
My corner right here.
Thank you for coming in. MarionParksRec.org. That's the website. If you need any of that repeated, call us. And what about a phone number, real quick?
I've got 671-8560 is the main office number.
Okay. Richard, thank you for coming in. Thank you and your colleagues for what you do. You make this a fun place to live.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A possible turning point in the fight against ISIS troops in Syria.
We've learned that ISIS is about to lose a key piece of property in Palmyra in central Syria. The problem is that it is the Syrian government forces of President Bashar Assad, aided by Russian airstrikes, that has led to ISIS losing control there. The ancient city of Palmyra, home to 2,000-year-old Roman ruins, was taken over by ISIS last year in May. They began blowing up the archaeological ruins.
Fox's Jennifer Griffin. A powerful winter storm slamming the Midwest, dangerous whiteout conditions, frustrating drivers and flyers.
That's my record for traveling, is 7 canceled flights.
Up to a foot of snow fell in parts of Minnesota, and the Justice Department has charged 7 Iranian hackers in a series of cyber attacks against banks and a small dam outside of New York City. Fox News, we report, you decide.
When it comes to commercial vehicles, it's time to drill down to the details. If you're not driving the new Sprinter Worker from Mercedes-Benz, your van just isn't cutting it. The Sprinter Worker takes payload up a notch, carrying up to 3,512 pounds. Its cargo volume is cranked up too, with over 300 cubic feet of space. When it comes to safety, it's unmatched, but it's the price that'll really hammer it home. The new Sprinter Worker starts at just $32,495. It also has a service interval of up to 20,000 miles and the highest residual value in its class, according to ALG. Put that in your pipe and weld it. Huge capacity, small price, starting at just $32,495. The all-new Sprinter Worker, starting at only $32,495. Mercedes-Benz, vans born to run.
MSRP for a 2016 Sprinter Worker excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Scriven reporting. Well, peanut farmers are gearing up for the new season. Land is not warm enough yet to be planting peanuts, but what variety will you use this year? And for saving seed, the main thing to remember is that varieties containing the patented Howe Lake gene for a longer shelf life may not be safe for seed by farmers. Of course, that includes some Florida varieties and some Georgia varieties. They cannot be safe for seed. At a recent meeting of the National Peanut Buying Board Association, John Moore of J.R. James Brokerage said that peanut prices are holding a respectable level, although the industry is experiencing a surplus from last year. The reason, he says, is that shellers are contracting less of the crop each year. In 2012, 100% of the crop was contracted, but now it's dropped down to about 85%. As a result of the declining contracting, milling is also slowed down, so the shellers are only pulling enough out of the warehouse to supply the trade. That is keeping prices steady.
As beef and dairy producers, we are committed to producing the safest, highest quality food for folks here in the U.S. and around the world. This is Baxter Black, here to remind you that your Beef Quality Assurance Program plays a big role in leading the way to identifying the best practices, like cattle handling techniques, to produce safe, wholesome beef from pasture to plate. So learn more by visiting bqa.org. Paid for by the Beef Checkoff.
Can we bring it back, Doctor?
Yes, but we have to keep it covered, Igor.
Understood, Doctor.
And be sure to keep living roots in it throughout the year with diverse plants and rotations. And remember, do not disturb it.
Are you mad, Doctor?
No, just a little upset. I don't like to see soil treated like dirt.
Learn more about the basics and benefits of soil health. Contact your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
The day has arrived for the annual golf tournament between rival clubs. Whether golf is your game or not, you're bound to enjoy Fox on the Fairway. Live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater, this hilarious farce pits two rival country clubs against each other in the annual tournament. It's a competition filled with romance, screwball comedy, and a surprise ending. Any way you slice it, Fox on the Fairway is a winner. On stage now through April 17th. For tickets and information, check OcalaCivicTheater.com or call 352-236-2274. Don't miss it.
At Ameris Bank, we understand that there is no purchase more exciting than the purchase of a new home. We are dedicated to helping you find the mortgage that meets your needs and giving you the personal attention you deserve. Our mortgage options offer a variety of benefits, including up to 100% financing, down payment assistance, and expansive credit qualifications, all with the competitive rates and exceptional service. Call Ameris Bank today or visit amerisbank.com to learn more. We look forward to serving you.
Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender and member of FDIC, a loan subject to credit approval.
This is Jan from Palm Garden, and Wednesday, March 30th is Doctor's Day. It is with great appreciation for the tireless dedication and professionalism of all the doctors we work with to honor and celebrate them on Doctor's Day. Right, Jennifer?
Right, Jan. And as the Executive Director of Palm Garden, I would be remiss if I didn't single out our own medical directors from this past year, Anish Khanna, Eladio Diegas, and Sig Clevenger. So we wish them a happy Doctor's Day on March 30th, and thank you from Palm Garden.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.